MLB's coverage of baseball on the show brings us to the home of the Braves, SunTrust Park. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. Braves baseball next. Rico Sierra gets the starting assignment for the Braves. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip, the start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
And there's ball 2 now. DeGrom, a 6'4" right-hander. He was a 9th-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment. This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
The 3-1. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. 2-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 37 on the year. And the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Well, he was already off a bit, giving up a run in the first, and then they tag him for a 2-run job here, and he's officially struggling. When a start goes sideways this early, it's hard to get back on track.
Ready to take his hacks again. 3-finger super bone as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. And with 1 away, we'll bring you a look at the current division standings, and you can see these guys have their work cut out for them if they want to make noise in the division. Digging in once again, 3-finger super bone.
Left fielder, 3-finger super bone.
Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. One and one the count now.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate.
Might have been cheating for another fastball trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Damian Davies. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Superbone will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. 3-finger Superbone will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 1 out, nobody on.
Get your pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Davies moves over. 2 gone. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th. And standing in now, the power hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. The 0-1 delivery. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Superbone is in pursuit. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Damian Davies, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. The 1-1 home. Fly ball out toward left center field. Superbone is after it, and he tracks it down, and this ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Atlanta jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Rico Sierra notches his 3rd win of the year. Jacob deGrom struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Ralph Ludwig wraps it up for the save, his 27th of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been from Cobb County, Georgia. We welcome you to baseball from SunTrust Park. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. Here's Jay Bruce now, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Right fielder number 19, Jay Bruce.
The 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Superbone sprinting after it, and the inning is over. And 1. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, 3-finger Superbone. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. First pitch of the at-bat. And a neck-high fastball that time. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, come and trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty B, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Striding in once again, 3-finger Superbone. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit high.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam in with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Freeman aboard here at first with nobody out. Popped high in the air. Peterson is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Stepping in for the Braves, 3-finger Superbone. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Superbone.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Chiquiti brings it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance. 3-finger Superbone.
Left fielder, 3-finger.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty, one man out. Line towards center field. Davies is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Just outside the city of Atlanta, daytime baseball at the home of the Braves, SunTrust Park. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. Luis Gohara is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I know these pitchers are going to be very careful when dealing with Jason Kipnis. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
The 1-0 delivery. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
3-0 to him now. Ready with the 3-0 pitch. Hot shot to third. Flores is there. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jay Bruce looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 1-2. Now it's driven the other way with some authority, headed toward the foul pole. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away. Digging in to try it again. 3-finger Superbone. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. A base hit in his first trip. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. Ready for another shot now. Wilmer Flores. It was a walk in his last trip. 1-1. In the air now, out to left. Superbone giving chase. 2 down. Ready once again. 3-finger Superbone. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. And he popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Popped him up. Peterson over to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Next up for New York, Gavin Cecchini. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Superbone going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, 3-finger super bone. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of... Hey, they've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. He's safe at the plate. It's a big 2-out hit, and that ties the ball game.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run.
The next to bat for Atlanta, 3-finger super bone. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats. Now a swing and a drive to center field. Back is the center fielder. Did he get enough of it? He did. Ball game over. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get into extra innings, you're always looking for that one guy to step up and be that hero. And this guy was the hero tonight. What does he do? Steps up with a walk-off home run to end this thing in extras.
Pitching and defense game 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Grant Dayton earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB. First opened in 2001. We're at Miller Park in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Atlanta Braves and the Milwaukee Brewers. 2 playoff hopefuls duke it out for wild card standing. Next, Jameson Taillon will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Matt, this guy is a big power arm. Former first-round draft pick by the Pittsburgh Pirates. And listen, he's what they look like. Big, strong guy. 3-pitch mix, 95 to 97 miles an hour with good life on his fastball. Overhand curveball and a straight changeup. The key to him, throwing strikes. If he's throwing strikes early, expect him to go deep into the game, and he could rack up a pile of strikeouts.
Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Yet another check on first.
You know, I think he tried to be even quicker with his pickoff throw over the first that time than the move he showed earlier. And when you do that, sometimes your feet and arm aren't in sync, and it causes you to throw it away just like that one.
And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved.
Digging in the switch hitter, Salvatore Cairo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Superbone is camped under this one, and that's out number 2. Settling in now, 3-fingered Superbone. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike. Guys, this game features the league's best teams that are not currently leading a division. What does this matchup mean to the overall playoff picture?
You know what, Dan? These teams are so close on paper. It's going to be execution that gets one of these teams over the hump.
I agree with you, D-Roy. I think one of the things, if you believe that.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. First time up, he went down looking.
Lorenzo Cain.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Superbone moves over. Here comes the runner from third. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Braves 3 and the Brewers nothing.
Hey, it's your pitch, drive.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, 3-finger Superbone.
3-finger Superbone.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Up top, it's 2-0. Freeman leads off first with 1 away.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Great call that time as they caught him thinking fastball. It's 2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
And that's off his leg on the mound. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. And time now to see. Digging in, 3-finger Superbone. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Come on, big dog, get your pitch.
The 0-1. Foul tip held onto behind the plate. It's strike 2. Three runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Excellent work putting the finishing touches on this one. Picking up save number 30 now on the year. Nice job from him.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. And as we set the stage for you here, currently 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Set to get his evening at the plate started, 3-finger Superbone, batting just a notch below 300. High in the air out to center field. Cain is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press.
Just a few miles off the shore. Stepping up now, three-finger Superbone, and he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors if he can avoid a collapse here in the final months. It's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire.
Leading off for the Brewers.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Superbone will wait on it. 1 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, three-finger Superbone. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. The tag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love, you know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Come on, baby, get your pitch up there.
Here's the 1-1. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Hey, need you right here. 1 time.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Gloved by LeMahieu. And there are 2 away now. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton.
The batter, left fielder, Keon Broxton.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Superbone is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Ready for another shot now. Three-finger Superbone. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. Kane is after it. 1 out. In now is Lorenzo Kane. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Superbone is in his tracks now. 1 gone. Ready once again. Jet Bandy. A pop out and a ground out for him to this point. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Superbone is there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Ready for another chance. Three-finger Superbone. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Trying to keep the deficit right where it's the pitch. And this is low, ball one.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
2-0 now.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Three and 0 now.
Don't let him score. Here we go. Clutch up for us here.
He loses him on ball 4.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. A hit in 2 tries so far. Working to keep them in the game here. High in the air out towards shallow right. Santana moves over, and that ends the inning. No runs. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain. He flew out in his last at-bat. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Superbone is over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout. Just a short drive west of downtown. We're at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Atlanta Braves and the Milwaukee Brewers. 2 of the top clubs in the American League face off in a potential wild card preview. Next. So here's the cleanup hitter, 3-finger Superbone. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. First pitch of the at-bat on it. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Santana racing back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. 1 run scores.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Dansby Swanson. And now the Braves look to put more across the plate in this opening frame. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Cain on the move. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the throw in gets away from him. And now the runner will score from third on the errant throw.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cairo hauls it in, and now the runner at third doesn't know what's going on. And they get the double play at third. So 3 runs on. At the plate, 3-finger Superbone. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And that one is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 39 on the season for him. As the Braves open things up here, it's 4-1.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it. but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Orlando Arcia. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Superbone moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Three-fingered Superbone. Already a home run and a double for him in this one.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, three-fingered Superbone. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul.
Hey, no one better. Need you right here, huh, now?
And that misses 1-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Ball 2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Santana has a beat on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
5-1, the final total in today's game. The Atlanta
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Getting set for baseball under the lights just outside of Atlanta at SunTrust Park. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Now to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Second baseman.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Superbone looking up. Gone!
Talk about hitting the ground running. Usually a leadoff man is the guy that takes the first pitch, trying to get the feel for the pitcher, trying to get dialed in, but not this guy. He's got that C-ball.
And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, 3-finger Superbone. And he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. If he can avoid a collapse here in the final months, it's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, I think the keys to winning today's game, let's focus on the offense. They have to hunt the fastball. They cannot miss it. You can't allow yourself to get deep in the count and have to deal with off-speed stuff exploding out of the zone. You get 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, what I like to refer to as count leverage. You have to find a way to move traffic with the heater. If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
3-1 the count now. Freeman leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
Hey, let her rip one time.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Boy, D-Roll, that's awful scary from a pitcher standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know it's going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
So striding in, Ozzie Albies, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So it's no. Striding in once again, 3-finger Superbone. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And even 40 home runs on the year for him now. And now it's 2-1 in favor of Atlanta.
Boy, this guy just keeps going on. His 40th home run of the season, and he's not done yet. He keeps this up, he's definitely going to be an accomplishment.
Digging in once again, 3-finger Superbone. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. From the stretch. Grounded to short. Crawford gloves it to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that. Digging in to try it again, Jorge Alfaro. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a looper to left. Superbone. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. 3-finger Superbone. Stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. He pulls into third safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Stepping in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Let's go now. What's that?
Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
3-0 to him now.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Gil Escalona. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly on to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So
Now batting, left fielder, Adolfo Acosta.
there's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result? A reason to be even more mad.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Isaiah Leroy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Superbone. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, 3-fingered Superbone. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. The winning run is at first base. The 3-0. And that misses ball 4. So now the potential winning run moves into scoring position where a single could end this thing.
Now batting,
Into the box now, Gil Escalona. The winning run at second. However, the double play in order here. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Leroy is in pursuit. 1 down. And he'll get there at third. And now the winning run's only 90 feet away with just 1 out.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Looking good. Nobody better up there.
Now the 2-1. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, a diving stop by Santana. And they're going to walk off here with a 5-4 win.
Always great when a game really comes down to the 9th inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't get the toughest one of them all, a triple, but it was still an outstanding showing with the bat.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the
Underneath the southern skies of Georgia, we've got daytime baseball from SunTrust Park. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Luis Gohara is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against left.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Superbone ranging back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Phillies down in order. Now at the plate, 3-finger Superbone comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings it. Ready now, 3-finger Superbone. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Big tilt on the slider, gets a swing and a miss. I'll tell you, these guys seem well aware that this is a must-win situation for both of them. They know they're not going to have the luxury of falling back on a wild card berth.
You know, guys, this has been a close one, but the first place team is flexing their muscle a little bit. And they better watch out because this second place team does not want to find themselves in a wild card game.
I agree with you, D-Row, and that's one of the things when you're in first place, as long as this team has been, we're getting late into the season right now. They need to keep playing good fundamental baseball and not let off the gas pedal. They have a team down. They need to step on it.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. So stepping in, 3-finger Superbone. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest behind it because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts. Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, and he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Crawford has it, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Strike pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Atlanta jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the. And we'll welcome you to our ball game. Bottom of inning number 3 with 1 away and the bases empty.
batting 9.
Here comes the first pitch.
3-finger Superbone.
Squared that one up just a little late.
All right, come on now. 1 time.
1 strike now from Cole. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Hit hard on the ground is short. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the 2nd out. Chase Whitley answers the call from the pen here in the 9-3 the final tally here in this one. The Phillies get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Garrett Cole.
With the season approaching its final stretch, a manager calls for heightened focus from his players.
Time now for baseball on the show. We're live at Nationals Park here in Washington, D.C. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the... At the plate, three-finger Superbone, and he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors if he can avoid a collapse here in the final months. It's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
Find a gap, kid. Find a gap.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to... Victor Robles digging in now. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Victor Robles.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Superbone coming in, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Now at the plate, 3-finger Superbone. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Swing and a little tapper. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta.
Drive that pitch, here you go.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at 2nd and 3rd to start the inning.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Past battles with Scherzer. He's 1 for 5. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Drive it like you can. Let's go.
And a neck-high fastball that time.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Swinging a soft liner. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Now in the box, Ozzie Albies trying to make it a 2-0 ball game by bringing home that runner from third. 1-2, here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now. Striding in once again, three-fingered super bone. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch coming, here it is. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. Freeman on at first, nobody out. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Castellanos on the move. He's there and records the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Three-finger super bone. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Takes this the other way to right. Castellanos is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits. No.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion. And welcome, everyone. Our situation has bases empty, 2 out in the inning. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Three-finger super bone, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Nationals have put an end to their 4-game slide as this ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the...
Afternoon baseball now from the banks of the Anacostia River and Nationals Park here in Washington. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the Washington Nationals. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, three-finger super bone. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. High and deep to straightaway right. Castellanos ranging back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Three-finger super bone. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Hey, try that pitch out. Here you go.
Here comes the 0-1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Popped him up. Abreu has a play. And that ends the inning. So it's no run. And here now is Wilmer Defoe. He popped out in his first trip.
Second baseman, Wilmer.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Superbone moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another chance. 3-finger Superbone.
Left fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. In now is Anthony Rendon.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. 3-finger Superbone will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First offering on its way.
Nope,
missed with a breaking ball.
Counts 1-0.
Here you go now. Come on now. One time.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Takes this the other way to right. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Anthony Rendon. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really...
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Digging in once again, 3-finger Superbone. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Superbone.
Come on, baby.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
All right, come on now. One time. Get a piece.
Anytime. Let's go right here.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Skied into straightaway right. Defoe is under it. And that's the 3rd out.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
And the score.
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills.